Hey, what's poppin'? We're at episode 4, finally, of the Bad Apples podcast. You're here with me, Dom, and Izzy.
Hey.
Izzy's turn.
Right, okay, today. This hearing took place in 2024, December. There's a little bit to it. It's if I laugh, it's because I'm
A
shocked.
horrible human being.
No. It's because I'm shocked. And I might have to not say some of these things because they're that bad.
No, say him.
Okay, I'll have to say them then. So
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah. Okay, so this is WhatsApp Gate, and another WhatsApp group full of PCs.
What police station?
I don't. It says
Charing Cross.
No.
Charing Cross.
It doesn't specify. And it
What's
doesn't.
the person's name?
So we've got PC Higgs, PC Cano, and PC A. Doesn't actually say what base they had.
Ooh.
But they were all in a WhatsApp group, and I'm just gonna scroll down to the comments and the things that they were found responsible for, because there's a lot
I feel like
to
I know
it.
this one.
There's a lot to it, but yeah, we're gonna go through it PC by PC and what they did in this WhatsApp group.
Oh gosh, okay.
Okay, PC Higgs. So, as well as engaging in appropriate language in the WhatsApp group generally anyway.
Define inappropriate language.
Well, this is very broad because I don't know. It just says.
Spelling mistakes.
Well,
or
I don't.
confusing
when
your and your.
Yeah, when it comes to the I think it's probably a lot more than that.
Right.
The comments that he is specifically responsible for in this WhatsApp group, is suggesting to burn down the house of a member of public, saying, and this is to ridicule Muslims.
Can I put a disclaimer out?
Yeah.
I know someone in this chat group.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Should I not talk about it then?
No, you can talk about it. It's not mine, it's yours. I
Oh
don't care.
no.
I've already told them that they're naughty.
Oh, was this what you were telling me about?
You're joking. Do you know where they're based then?
Huh?
Do you know where they're
No,
based?
it's got warm in here.
Oh no. Should we not do it? Should we not do it?
Nah, do it.
No, if it's your mate.
do it.
Is it your mate?
Huh?
Is it your mate?
Hey.
Ah!
Listen, all I know is I am not on WhatsApp anymore, so that's all I got to say about that.
Whoa.
I know the person involved in this.
Are you going to say which one or no?
The person that's not named.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly who it
okay.
is.
Okay.
I know I will not name him.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so PC Higgs, mocked Allah Akbarine, doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, crudely joked about sexually engaging with an inspector to gain access to PNC, Police National Computer, calling a blue light champion a disclaimer, or not disclaimer, but just don't take offense, I'm just repeating this, among, and most seriously,
Sorry.
Wait, I need the actual definition of a Mong. Go on, keep going.
Most-
Mongoloid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
Which is
much.
somebody who's interbred between two.
Yeah.
cultures.
and most,
Wait, could they be then?
It's not a term one hears in civilized conversation.
But
yeah,
could they be?
it's politically, you're not allowed to say it anymore. I don't know if you've ever been allowed to say it, to be fair.
It's not referring to a Mongol.
A Mongol?
Yeah, the Mongolians.
Oh.
I'm researching. Go on.
Oh, okay, yeah. And lastly, making light of sexual assault allegation.
Pause. Mongoloid. The term is derived from. Oh, this is Wikipedia, but we'll do it anyway. The term is derived from a now disproven theory of biological race. In the past, other terms such as Mongolian race. I was right. Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the wait. Go on. Keep going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't usually go into this, but I just feel like it's really interesting. You can just see how backwards the Met is, in my opinion. So, in terms of those comments from PC Higgs, very offensive. The panel said that they acknowledged that the WhatsApp group was a private group, and we've got different opinions on WhatsApp groups.
We do.
That they understand that the PCs involved expected that these messages would not be shared outside of the three of them, and that the public wouldn't be aware of them, and that it was closed, but the words were not accidental. He meant to say them. So they found the culpability is medium. I don't really agree with that. They've said that there's no actual harm caused. But they must accept that if the public were to be made aware of these conversations in the WhatsApps and the comments, it would have caused damage to the reputation of the Metropolitan Police Service.
I always find it funny when they say that and then they put it out to the public. They're like, no one knows, but I'ma tell you.
But if they, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Words being commonly used does not make it right that there are 7 police officers. So I don't understand why, in terms of the harm, they're saying, oh, there's no actual harm. But saying those words is harmful. I know there's not a victim there on the other end of it, but that action of being discriminative, racist, sexist, whatever, misogynistic is harmful. So you're basically saying there's no harm there. In my opinion, there's great harm because you've got some really scary officers there. I think
actions,
but they're taking it on action, which I think is wrong.
They're not directing it at the person, so there's no harm in the sense that they are directing it at a person,
but it's still harmful,
but not to the person.
But are those comments not harmful? Saying you're going to burn down a member of public's house.
It's disturbing.
I mean, I don't think
it's harmful in the sense. The only reason it's harmful is because we know about it.
But is it not a crime to say I'm going to burn someone's house down?
Yes.
That's a
but
threat.
You have to say it, and someone has to believe it. Threats of arson. Wait a second.
Yeah.
It would be
they said
threats to kill, wouldn't it?
The background was they were moaning about a victim reporting something, and they said, "Oh, I'm just going to burn a house down."
I know what they said. I've read that already.
Yeah, well, I don't think you can't do that, can you? I mean, well,
you can do it,
you can in the Met, you can.
Why the fuck would you want to burn their house down? Because they're a victim of crime.
Yeah, and they're being annoying. They thought the victim was annoying.
Just say they're annoying.
Yeah, you don't have to burn their house down.
You just call them cunt.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah, that was theirs. I'm going to go on to PC, the next PC Kano.
Kano is spelled with a C or a K?
C. Yeah, C. Yeah. So he was also, noted that he's quite inappropriate anyway, generally, but he's specifically responsible for messages referring to a female as that bird.
Isn't that a colloquialism?
What's that mean?
A word used for us.
From an informal term used among peers but not recognised as formal language.
Right, got you.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, I love that. So
I was about to say the same thing, but you just jumped in there.
No, so yeah.
I'm going to fuck myself then.
That was very good.
Fuck my definition.
I'm going to go back to my cookies.
I think that's dependable on who's receiving that. I mean, I don't know if I would say
it is common language used across the United Kingdom.
But a lot of people don't like to. A lot of women don't like to be referred to.
Doesn't matter. It's still common language used across. Do you get what I'm saying?
So you're saying that it's kind of like the norm and the standard. So can we really penalise him for doing what the norm is?
I wouldn't. I find that
it's very different to bloke.
Yeah, bloke. Lass.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It works both ways, but to me it's just colloquialism, and people from certain regions use it all the time.
Yeah, they do.
So it's yeah, but go on.
Okay, so he responded with laughing emojis in comments that ridiculed Islam and referred to a member of the public who had complained about the handling of a case as a Monique. Responding, haha, true, to discussing an officer jumping on a suspect. Saying, do you like campions when discussing blue light champions? So obviously ridiculing the LGBTQ community. Responding, well, with emojis when PC Higgs referred to blue light champions as total useless mong. Saying, who's on the retard wagon?
No.
You can't say that.
For what?
You have to be specific.
Yeah, because if it's TSG, then it's.
But you can't say retard. You can't say it anymore. I don't say it. I'm just saying it for the purpose of this podcast.
Can you say artard?
No, you can't. It's wrong. You can't do it. You can't do it. Crudely joking about sexually engaging with an inspector to gain access to PNC and making light of a sexual assault. So yeah, I mean.
You said something earlier. Go back through that list again. It was the
first PC or the second PC?
No, that one you just read.
So he said,
list.
that bird laughed to the Allahu Akbarin comment, called a member of public a Monique,
Yeah, the money I've got a problem with. Yeah, because that's literally.
It's a bit rude and unprofessional.
But you're saying that in a private setting. You should be allowed
I'm sorry,
to say what the you want
I do
to a
agree.
group of people that are not offended about it, as long as you're not directing it at anyone in that group. It's fine.
Yeah.
A private conversation.
It's not ideal.
Yeah. Here's the question: does it tell you how they got that conversation? They arrested someone.
The public had made a complaint about how they handled his case.
They arrested someone and they found the WhatsApp group. You'll probably find it.
Okay.
How did they get that WhatsApp chat?
So is this
Think about it. This is not like these officers went outside and said, "Look at my chat."
Okay, but it doesn't matter. But I understand what you're saying, that if they're doing how they got that WhatsApp can be questioned, whatever, fine. But still, at the end of the day, this is all wrong.
Izzy, if I said someone was a moaning and I got gross misconduct for a private conversation between me and you, would you think that's piss take, isn't it?
But it's not just a moaning. I think that just gives colour to all the other comments as well. If it was just moaning, yeah, what the hell? Like, maybe just a bit reflective learning, like just don't be rude, like, or just try and be a bit.
No, but you can't tell me not to be. You can't tell me to be not be rude, like.
But you can say moaning outside of work, but you have to be professional.
No, you can't, because they did it outside of work.
How can you not say moaning at work, but you can have sex in a lift?
Exactly, no, but they didn't do that at work. No, wait.
I love the perspective you're giving me. Yeah.
Thank you. No, but
fine.
that wasn't the only thing they said. But was this at work?
This was in a WhatsApp group, so
but no, it wasn't at work. When you read it, it's not at work.
But how
they found the group.
Yeah, but they might have been engaging in the messages at work. You never know.
I'm not sure. So you could be right, but regardless.
But regardless, I don't think because this is in a private WhatsApp group that they're entitled to have the privacy and not have these comments acted on.
It's literally what a right to privacy means in the European Human Rights Convention.
Do you not? And I get that, and I want everyone to have their own right to privacy and etc. But I feel like
This can be good, I can tell.
Yeah.
No.
That's some real.
I just feel like
Yeah, I would have. Izzy's got to hand that phone over later.
this is a new one, so it's alright. No, I'm joking. You can have my phones. I feel like when you are a police officer or a police staff, you kind of should give up a little bit of privacy.
So taking my willy out in the lift is okay. That's a lot of
It's not okay. It's not okay.
I'm just saying you want my privacy,
okay.
so I'm giving some up for you.
No.
You didn't mean that context.
No.
You mean they could do spot checks on our phones?
Yeah, I think.
You'd have no police officers.
What would you be looking for?
What does that say then?
Wait, no, but what would
We're looking for comments like this.
that aren't against the law?
No, but it's against policing ethical values and principles.
But they're not policing at the time.
It doesn't matter. These kind of opinions, we would all have to be mad to not think that some officers with these kind of opinions, that it would not trickle into their work. And you can't take the risk of just saying, oh, well, they're like it outside of work, so let's just hope that they're not like it in policing. You can't take that risk.
But then, Izzy, that means...
Yes, you won't have a lot...
Think about our conversations.
Yeah, but we've not been sexist, racist, misogynistic, homophobic.
Yeah, but we call people all the time.
But moaning is not, but I don't think that should be included in this. That's probably just a bit...
It's completely acceptable.
I don't want to make these decisions.
We've broken her.
You just walked away with some princess shoes.
I quit.
See more crowding, look!
Even we can't do it.
do it.
Broken her already. She's just like, no, I can't.
It's too much. I can't bear it. Please.
Oh my god, can I just point out, if you took away the ability, it's something controversial, if you took away the ability for police officers to poke light and make humour of really dark situations, you'd have a lot more deaths in police custody in your hands, because they'd go absolutely insane with the crap they have to deal with, and the current OH situation that does not deal with them.
I get
Just
that.
putting it out there, we are not defending the comments made by the officers. I'm not defending it. I'm defending their right to privacy.
Yeah.
Because as we touched on in the last episode, we don't really give a monkeys about what you think and how you act outside of the job, as long as you don't let the biases creep into your
You're
work.
aware of your bias.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you're
but you
aware
can't-
of them, that's okay.
But how can you trust and hope? It's too risky to hope that they'll keep those biases at home.
You don't need to hope, because if they don't do it, then if they do it, then you just misconduct them and kick them out.
No, not necessarily. If the whole environment accepts it and thinks it's fine, like Charing Cross.
No,
It's not as simple as that.
I don't think the
It's
whole.
not as simple as that.
I agree with you to the extent that there's not enough people standing up and challenging it. But we need to create an environment where it is okay to challenge when people
But we
make
can't.
mistakes. If they
But there
make a
isn't.
mistake, it's okay, and you may be reprimanded to an extent and won't be fired, and then that will cultivate an
What's a
environment where
mistake?
people
Could you? If
calling someone a mong.
no,
Because
that's not a mistake.
Well,
It's not a mistake.
reading the definition, it's not. It was intentional. They did do it intentionally, but they did it
didn't
to
realise.
be
Thunderous?
to be rude. But when you look at the definition of what it is, it probably doesn't apply to that victim, and they're so stupid they don't understand the context of what they say.
Okay,
Do you
all
get
right
what
then.
I'm saying?
I get what you're
So
saying,
they
but
made
I
a
don't want
mistake in
police
the reference
officers who are
because they
stupid
could
like
have said
that.
something. I'm assuming. Let's just assume the person isn't.
Then that's the problem we have to address, and they all have to go, and we can rebuild it. That's what.
With whom?
Well, me. I'll just do it all. I'll do it. I don't know, but a lot of
Theresa
things.
May said you only need one good police officer, so it's fine. That's what you need.
But a lot of things, when you talk about policing, when you say, well, if we do this, then we'll have no police officers left. Oh God, if we do it this way, and then they'll all leave because they need their privacy and they need their space to joke and whatever. But okay, then I don't want those police officers there. Then maybe.
Literally have none.
Well, okay, then maybe the idea of policing needs to change. Now, in my world, where I'm the queen and it's off with your head.
Sex in lifts.
We can have sex in
But
this.
you can't call me
That's too far.
off with
that's
your
too far.
head.
There's the line. The line is like.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we need to change our perception of policing. I see policing as police, and I'm sorry.
Where do you see these police?
Yeah, like where the fuck? Yeah.
I see vlog from Maddie who's always like upstanding. Like what? Have
I
you ever seen this police officer?
I don't know. In my dreams.
I've never seen that police officer ever.
But police, to me, is an instrument for law.
Background music for this.
There will be. Don't worry. There'll be a flipping Vivaldi. Summer will be playing in the back. It'll be summer 0. It'll be summer 0, not 1. It'll be 0 or 2. Summer
fuck.
2 is going to be there. Wait, Alexa. Okay, it's fine. Wait. We just.
Please hold that. Just imagine nothing's happening. I'm not even here.
Well, it's just,
I'm not even here. Right
no.
now.
I mean, it's,
Right, go.
okay,
What do you
fine.
imagine a police officer is?
Right, well, policing should. You're an instrument to law and order, and I'm sorry, but I don't see you as human in your workplace. You are there to do a job, and you can't be a human when you're at work. You have to be a police officer who is enforcing the law and order, and that is that in my world.
No WhatsApp.
No, what's that?
No banter.
Banter. This is a question.
Okay, let me give you a situation. What if my mum said, you know what? F- all these. I don't know. What should we go with? I don't know. We need to find something that's.
What, like a community?
Or my mum finds. No, not even a community of people.
Okay, just use mine.
This specific person.
She's
My
a
mum.
saint.
My mum.
Okay.
She's cussing someone very specifically, and
Okay.
she sent that to me as a message.
Okay.
So these.
So use me,
something.
Algerian girl or whatever.
It doesn't even have to be Algerian.
Okay,
it's a
okay,
stupid
okay,
girl.
okay,
And
okay,
she's not
okay.
even. It doesn't matter if she's Algerian.
Okay,
but
okay,
she's
okay.
cussing her out in a text message to me, and I've got it. Do I then? What do I do? Do I go to professional standards? about my mum?
You go, Mum, that is not very nice, and I hope you know that that's wrong.
My mum's Guyanese. She'll tell me about myself.
Okay, but you've just done, and then when me and the guardsmen come around and do spot checks on your phone, we'll say, Dom, well done. You challenged an opinion that isn't right anymore, and you've done your part. And
That's right.
What if you articulated the insult in a much better way than
Okay.
expletive?
What do you
if I
mean?
refer
Okay.
to someone as a carbuncle on the arse of society, is that even better?
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Does
Say
it
that
make-
again. A carbuncle.
Yeah, on the arse of society. So it's just like a growth, an unwanted growth.
Okay, that's
Or the stain on the underpants of society.
what? Someone individual or a community? Because
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because if you're gonna say a community is like that, you're targeting them altogether based on their shared characteristic. But if I'm just gonna say, oh, I hate my friend
So people who
Susan.
shop at Asda,
She's
for example.
Hey,
well.
easy.
I think that's okay. Is it not?
Really?
I don't know.
I shop at Asda. You know, we need some sponsorship, and Asda may be the one, so can we not?
Yeah.
Between
Sorry,
towards
I'm-
Asda,
I-
you're amazing.
What is it, every-
I don't feel that way about people at Asda.
What's the Asda thing? Roll back.
They brought back the prices. It's fine.
No, is it on the
I
other?
don't
They
know.
do have
I don't know.
rollback
But my point-
prices.
no, my point was,
Yeah.
that
Can't
is
go
it
wrong
how
with
is your
that.
wording the issue with the insult?
No, it's not. I just think in my conclusion is that you need to be, I think officers need to be, in ideal worlds, officers where they won't mind their phones being spot checked.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Why?
Because I like my-
doing the job. They won't have the
Okay, so
Okay, here's the question: who doesn't have stuff in their conversation WhatsApp groups to which that if they were a police officer, and it was scrutinised, they wouldn't get misconduct?
well, I'm not being funny. but
No, answer the question.
I'm not
Who-
being funny,
no,
but
I wanna know
I'm not
who
part of
doesn't.
WhatsApp groups where we pick fun at disabled people and
No, but it could go as far as even those lists of things. Have you or anyone can say that they haven't called someone?
yeah, but that's the comment that I
know
don't
we
agree with to
disagree.
be
No,
in that.
I know we disagree.
I think that's
but
all- whatever.
the Met seem to have a problem with it. So
Yeah.
we think it's stupid, and that's fine. But knowing now, the Met
Well, I
have a problem
suppose they're
with it,
talking
so-
about a victim. You should be talking about a victim.
Why not? Just sometimes people are, and that's okay.
But
There's
it's
a-
not. But it's not
that's why
professional
it's
to call a
word, because-
victim a moaning.
Sorry,
It's not professional to call a victim a moaning.
but you're not saying it to their face.
It's not no.
You're not saying it to their face.
Well, then you're a two-faced officer. But that's not integrity,
No,
is it?
no, you do
Is
have
that
integrity.
integrity
No,
if you
no,
believe deep down
no.
that there are?
Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to say it all the time.
No.
People have this really strange conception in society
Yeah.
where just because they speak what their genuine feelings are, it absolves them of accountability, and you can't walk into
Yeah.
someone's house and go, "You're only that you can't do." That.
No, yeah.
So that will just hurt feelings. It's unnecessary.
Yeah,
That being said, I wouldn't care if anyone went through my phone. I'd be most worried about them looking at my playlist because I think there's nothing more intimate than looking at something.
This is true.
Yeah.
I
It's quite
don't.
violating. Yeah.
Violating.
Like, it's quite- I don't want to be. Yeah, I don't want that without my permission.
Yeah, I
And
don't want to.
I don't want to see the songs I sing in the shower.
Yeah, it's just too much. You can't share that kind of information.
No. But see, okay, you're not worried about spot check on your phone for a WhatsApp group or whatever.
No, because I said it to their faces.
Okay, great. But that's the kind of officer that I would want. That
They don't
it's
want me as an
completely.
officer.
Well, this
They've made that
is
very
the problem. This is the problem that we don't. I don't. As much as I think and know Dom is a great officer, I don't think you should have your privacy like that if you're giving yourself to the Crown and to us, to the people. I think
that everyone should have. What we do is not even. I think we have the right to a private life,
Maybe
and the
they're thinking
Metropolitan Police
Do you?
keep infringing. Yes, we do. Well, we do. The Metropolitan
work?
Police are. Yeah, you do. You have a right to a private life.
I know,
So the Metropolitan
yeah.
Police are infringing on
are
people's
humans.
human rights
Yeah.
and going, oh. And
I
if
know.
that was the offence that was initially reported, I would be fine, because that means someone outside of that group of people have found out about it and found it not appropriate.
Yeah.
What's happened is they investigate a different crime, then they go, oh, let's go on a fishing expedition. Just imagine if they did that to you, not with WhatsApp, just
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
anything. Oh, you drove your car at 30 miles per hour because we
that's-
decided, or
yeah.
on a 20 mile per hour road, and then gave you point. You'd be like, what the f is going on?
Yeah.
So, and that's literally the same thing, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone's seen it as socially acceptable to go through people's phones and WhatsApp because so much problems have been with it.
Okay.
If they had that, just imagine, oh, also, we came outside your door and stood there and just listened, and
Mm.
your child was crying, so you're a bad parent, so we called flipping
Social
social services.
services.
Like, it's the same thing.
But okay, in my mind, that's a whole separate issue because
No, but we shouldn't separate them because that's the
think?
problem. Because what we start doing is we separate them and go, well, WhatsApp is bad, but WhatsApp's good, but standing outside the door is bad because you can associate with it.
Yeah.
You can go, I have children too, and I wouldn't want someone
But
doing that.
I mean separate the issues in terms of how they got to the WhatsApp group and what's in the WhatsApp
report
group.
is the WhatsApp group, then you're f***ed and you're a dickhead and whatever. But if it's not and they found it by any other means, if the offence committed was not via WhatsApp, then why are they there? Because the DPS are absolute batiols.
I mean,
that's the first for this season.
Batiols,
it's
we're gonna have a little counter in the top corner.
It's a
batiols in Bundle DPS.
Well, let me move on to the third officer.
Oh,
okay?
third officer.
PCA.
Don't say he's my mate. He's my mate.
No, you can whatever. Yeah. Okay, so PCA, the third one in this officers group, WhatsApp group, is referring to a little cunt who needed to learn a lesson early. Making the joke against Muslims, and
what was the joke?
It was the taking the piss. It's Allah Akbarine. I don't want to keep saying it because it just feels wrong, and it's saying in relation to Romanians, I mean they wouldn't even finish the word before it happens.
I think you read that wrong. I think they wouldn't finish the word. He's referring to terrorists. Basically, he made it. I know this because I read it. He made a reference to saying Allahu Akbar and doing suicide bombings, and they wouldn't finish the phrase because they would have extinct their life.
Romanians?
No,
it says Romanians on here.
Yeah, it may, but what it reads, and I know exactly what
they've written it all weird then.
Yeah, they've written it all weird, but that's what the reference was to.
Right, okay. Referring to colleagues as a room full of mongs.
I mean, was it a TSG base?
Well, using the word slag.
Slag is a word. Why are we taking?
Not
why are we taking adjectives out of the thing?
I have real issues
I'm not having this. I'm not having this. I don't use the word slag in that context because they use it in a totally different context to me. Mine's a promiscuous woman. But why are we taking away words from the dictionary? It's an adjective.
But just because slag is in the dictionary doesn't mean it's a nice word.
It doesn't matter if it's nice or not. Words don't have to be nice all the time.
But I don't really want an officer using that word, to be honest. I don't like it. It's not a nice word.
Faces. Yeah, that's
See, you want two-faced officers then?
Yeah.
You
need to be able to detach yourself from work and real life.
How can anyone trust officers how can officers say that they're being transparent and honest if they're one person at work and one person at home?
No one's being transparent or honest.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It goes back to the fact that we have a botched opinion of policing, and maybe policing is impossible because we're human. Maybe that is what it is. We're human and we have different opinions and we have faults and we have benefits or pros or whatever, and maybe actually humans can't police because we're all at fault. Maybe policing is impossible, but I don't think I think it's wrong. It feels wrong to say you can be one person at work in policing, one person at work and one person at home. That's contradictory of honesty and transparency, I think.
Why? Black people have to do it all the time.
Every day.
Every single day.
But that's not right for them.
I know. I've taken for a really long time. Apparently the Met isn't institutionally racist.
Well, yeah. It's not right. You should be one person in both. And communities have had to change who they are and mold to horrendously oppressive and dominant the white community for years and years and decades and centuries, and that is wrong. And it's also wrong to go into policing, I personally think, pretending to be, if you wouldn't say this out loud at work whilst you're policing, why on earth do you think it's okay to say in a WhatsApp group?
I mean, I would agree with you because I say a lot out loud. because
Okay,
I don't
if
really
you
give a
can
shit.
own it, that's
But-
great.
Yeah, but no. I
would you-
understand the concept, but no.
Would you sit in an office at work,
It's-
or would you sit in a?
Do
Would
you
you
know it's
would you
not-
be
I
in
don't
your
think
kit, and would you go to a crime, or would you go to a member public and go, yeah, my colleagues are mongs and it's just fucking slag, and what you wouldn't,
I
would
might
you?
use donkey.
Okay, but that's fine because that's a different way of.
Still
That's a
nice.
polite way.
But it's not.
Well, it's-
but
but it's,
but no. I get your point, but we go back to it's unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
We can agree on that part.
Yeah.
There's unrealistic expectation of police officers currently, mainly because of what they're doing to the public, and society deem it appropriate for them to be scrutinised even more so, apparently.
But do you not think, like, with the way, and the majority of policing is really decent and does an amazing job and has a difficult job, but do you not think things like Panorama and all the Charing Cross incidents and Wayne Couzens and Carrick and, you know, going back decades and decades, Stephen Lawrence, etc., before, that it's come to a point where if you're part of policing and you're a decent one, I'm sorry, but because of your counterparts who have let the force down, you have to just be dragged in and have your WhatsApps checked and stuff like that, and you have to just take it.
Nope.
No? Okay, fair.
I see it more as a thing where the bad people are bad and we should be collectively rooting them out, and we should have a safe space for officers to be able to say, actually, this person's wrong, and it should be a good thing that we do it. It should be celebrated, and also space for people to make mistakes and do things that are bad but not to the end of the world where it should be a career loser. And I think we'll have better police when we can have like situations like that instead of just good, bad. It's you know what, you called someone I understand because I call people all the time,
but you keep referring back to that.
No, I'm just saying, giving an example of something that I would let go.
Yeah, me too.
So I'd be like, I totally understand you call someone that's fine, but do you know what, as long as I didn't say it to anyone, I'm okay with that, and I wouldn't even think that is something that you should be reprimanding anyone for, because everyone on this earth is that way inclined. And I understand that this is going from the position of having a more realistic understanding of what policing is. So things like that I'll let go. The stuff directed at the Muslim community, no, they shouldn't be here, those officers.
The LGBTQ community as well, calling Blue Light Champions campions.
I mean, I didn't even find that funny.
I don't find it funny, but also, I to be honest, I just
funny.
don't want to poke at any one particular community, because it's just like, what are you doing? Like,
but it just wasn't funny. It's not even like I was like, oh, no, it just wasn't. It wasn't even. It had no comedic value.
No, I don't understand that comments. But I mean, he went on to say some mental woman. He said spastic. And look, I'm from a generation where.
Who uses spastic anymore?
Well,
that's what. First thing that jumps into my mind is who uses that word.
Well, if I'm being honest, probably I would say up until I was about 15, that was quite used at school. Retard, spastic. Sorry, I'm just saying it for the purpose of this. Mong, all of the it was. I don't know about you. Are you guys older than me or younger than me?
Yeah,
I think
older.
you're a couple of years older than me, aren't you?
More than a couple.
How old are you?
Really? I'm 30.
Yeah, I'm more than a couple. Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys, but I remember up until 15 that was, or maybe 15 or like mid-secondary.
11, spastic. Yeah, the words like that, they're not words adult users and adults use.
But you know, so I understand that maybe like for a lot of police officers or whatever, maybe growing up, that you would say these kind of words, but you know when you said like you need to give officers spaces to make mistakes, 100%. But I do feel like there are some mistakes in society that you're an adult now, and also you can't make the mistakes that you're penalising the community for in your policing role, like hate crime and.
Are people getting in trouble for using words like
but
that?
people are calling the police and they are reporting, my neighbour keeps calling me a retard, or keeps.
And then what?
You're
Fair.
using
I'll
it in
give
your
you
language?
that. I'll give you that. But what normally happens is police officers go down there and they just. Come on, like we're adults.
But then
like
what
adults.
standards? Yeah, I know, and you can't shove people in prison.
Can we just be adults? Like, at your age, not your shoe size.
Okay, 100%, maybe. But you know, if a neighbour continuously targeted their other neighbour and kept calling them,
no, I hear you.
That would turn into quite a serious case.
Yeah.
And also, I think that hits on something else. I think in policing and in society in general, but really in policing, there's not enough focus on language and how important it is. Yes, it might be silly comments, or they're just words, but a lot of the time I just think people ignore words, and you shouldn't, because sometimes I do think, not in all cases, and I think most of the time, maybe I'm just biased in terms of misogyny, but they open a little window to who someone is. And language, everything stems from language and beliefs and thoughts. So if you start to ignore that and minimize that, I don't know, I think you're creating an environment and a space for where they can escalate.
I think we're seeing what you're describing now, in the sense that the police are trying to target people on future crimes. Like, this is, what's the film called?
What film?
Future crimes, pre-crime. Minority. Like, yeah, it's basically where we're getting to that point where we're doing Minority Report now. It's like they're doing behaviours. He said Mong. He said spastic. He must be I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't link those things together. I don't believe there's a study where people use specific types of words and are more inclined to do certain crimes. Maybe there is, but I haven't read it.
But it's too risky.
We shouldn't be
to enable them to carry on. Don't you think, in a position of power where you're supposed to protect people?
So do you know what? I'll speak only on the officer that I know. In that officer never has been a concern to me about their work and how they treat people. I've never seen them treat anyone differently.
That's even more concerning to me, because then you have a dishonest human.
No, you have a normal human, because find me a person who does not speak in a way that they wouldn't speak at work, at home, or on their phone.
But I feel like when I go into a work setting, I'm more professional and I'm more prim and proper. But I still wouldn't. I wouldn't target communities. I wouldn't ridicule communities.
No. I'm not saying what he said was right there.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yes, you wouldn't.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, I give you that.
Always right now.
And I told him to his face, you should have lost your job.
Yeah.
So I agree with him losing his job. I know the outcome. He didn't lose his job.
He didn't.
None of them did.
No, I think they got.
One officer did, and it wasn't the officer involved in that.
Yeah. No. So So the final outcome, we have different opinions on WhatsApp groups, obviously, but what do you, so the outcome is a final written warning for a period of 5 years for PC Higgs, PCA, and 3 years for PC Kano, by Assistant Commissioner Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor, he dropped the ball here. The comments about the Muslim community should have been fired. Retard, no. Spastic, no.
Oh, look, he referred to him. Sorry, I missed out some. He referred to a missing person, some shit misper.
I don't think he's. So, from my understanding of that, not knowing the person, that sounds like they're insulting the call, not the person. It's a shit misper. That's the language that you would use. But I've got a misper to do, not the person. It's just that, I've been given this job, and it's not the person. If that makes sense.
I get that.
They're angry at the job, not the person. So.
I get that, but then a part of me is just like, that poor missing person is being told that they're a shit misper. Not to their face, but an officer thinks you're a shit misper?
No, they're not. It's not got nothing to do.
Well, your shit misper case.
No, not the case. Not them reading it and thinking this is all shit. No, it's the fact that they've been given it, and the shit that they've been given it, and they don't necessarily deem it as. It may be like the information may be shit.
Yeah.
The person may go missing often, and they're just it's more of that. It's not this is shit or this person is shit.
I have a little problem with it. I can't because every misper is a misper, and I know you're saying it's not directly the misper, but even if you're saying like, this is a misper that always comes to me all the time and always is missing. I just think it's another shit one or whatever. I heard that a lot in the control room, and I just think, oh God, like at the end of the day, that is a human as well who's going missing and is being brought to us because people care about them and are worried. And one of them, PCA, said, just delete the chat and we'll all be fine.
I mean, they're right.
No, Tom! No!
If we're being objectively
Just delete
true
the evidence and
if
we'll all be all right.
That's
Yeah,
what happens
great.
all the
We've got
time.
officers that want to delete their evidence.
Yeah, because they feel a need to, because they feel that they're being
Because it's-
overly scrutinised.
Okay, but if they hadn't have said any of this and their WhatsApps were taken, they'd be fine. So don't do any of
But
this.
the point is, it's not against the law to have that conversation.
It's not
That's
against
why-
the law,
that's the
no,
issue.
but it's against policing ethics.
No,
and
it's, no, it's not.
It
No,
is.
No, it's not.
Well,
no, it's not. There's nothing in the policing
Well, it's not-
ethics
it's
that
not-
I found
it's not
that
cute.
says that privately you cannot have certain conversations.
because I think
you
it
cannot
goes-
break the law.
It goes without saying.
No,
When they
no.
tell you professionalism, integrity,
Nope.
compassion. Actually, if we get up I read it the other day,
Mm.
it does say that you will treat all communities fairly and nicely and kindly and whatever. So none of that is that.
But then that's not that.
So they've broken a core policing value.
Well, my understanding of their conversation isn't treating them unfairly. They're just being rude and they're being dicks.
Well,
Do you know what I'm saying? Should they have lost their jobs? Yes, only because they found the conversation, which they never should have been able to find.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't think these officers are being rude. I think they're displaying harmful behaviour in
Fine,
society.
I'll give you that too.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'm not going to argue about what
No.
because what they said is we agreed that they should have lost their jobs.
It's do they have a right to?
There you go. So
I need to think about this because before I come to my full conclusion.
because the
I
second
don't
they
know.
start doing it, because as I said, people that will say, yeah, do that to police officers, it's only a matter of time before it gets introduced into your workplace. And that's when everyone will lose their...
Well, I think it should be
Just
introduced
imagine-
into public and emergency
No,
services because at the end of the day,
no.
it's people's lives.
No.
Ideally, if
No.
I could, all police officers would be robots. But and you guys can have a nice life, not having been doing work or doing another job that you enjoy. And actual police officers
Will
are
this
robots.
robot be able to pass the Turing test?
Yeah, hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Because will it be able to understand nuance?
Yes, well, just come on. This is in my ideal world, okay?
Yeah, no, I was
just
just
pretend
wondering,
it's
because if
real.
you're just making it into a human, then they'll have the same fault.
No, it won't be made into a human because that's where fault is, where humans are. And if we need to police ourselves, maybe that's another thing. Police shouldn't be investigating themselves. Maybe humans shouldn't be investigating themselves.
You can get frogs.
I think they do a better job. I don't know. It's funny. I have so many strong-willed opinions and so many beliefs about policing and misconduct. And I've never actually engaged in a conversation this long about it with anyone. And the more I do, the more I'm unpicking and my opinions are unraveling and things I thought are
Like having sex
changing.
in lift.
Well, it is bad, but I mean,
What's
we've
worse?
got officers who literally hate dwarfs and call women slags, and
What's
and they
worse?
don't leave.
If you could rank them, yeah, what's worse, the comments in the WhatsApp group or
comments in the WhatsApp over
midget
the-
one, not midgets, dwarfs. Let me get it
Oh
right.
fuck.
The dwarfs or the having sex at work.
Okay, well, the having sex at work for me is last. It's not that bad to me. Sorry. But it is bad, but it's not too bad, but it's bad. And then I would say the dwarfs and the comments and the WhatsApp is on par because they're both
I would put the dwarfs at number one.
dwarf and then sex and then WhatsApp.
Yeah, only because you used the word hate.
Yeah, and dehumanised by saying they
But
couldn't
all of them
touch
should have
them.
been fired.
Yeah, I don't know about the sex and lift one. But no, now I've realised. Now I've
just
been
a freak,
told.
Izzy.
No. Now I've been told.
Is he just a freak? It's okay, no, we're not going to explain
I
ourselves
need to
because...
redeem myself because I didn't realise
you can't let
Bethnal
that
Green was
happen.
open to the public and there were children and I didn't realise that. But I come from a Met control room where there's no one from the public, so now I take it back. Yeah, so episode
edit
one
that out.
just...
Gonna edit
Oh
it
God,
out.
that's the first episode, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, so everyone's going to have all this preconceived
Oh,
notion
God,
that
yeah.
you're just a freaky and you have sex at work.
And that it's just no. I would no. Not, if you've seen the people in Met CC, it's not that kind of place. But yeah. So final written warning: 3 years for 2 of them, and 1 no, 5
years.
for 2 of them and 1 for 3. I think personally, all gone. See you later. Barred on the policing list. Never work in the civil service again. See ya. And banned from WhatsApp.
Wow. Okay, you heard it all from Izzy. Maybe by next week,
Might change.
she would have changed her fucking mind and we'll start
Yeah.
calling her Flip Flop Izzy.
Yeah, possibly.
But anyway, guys, we're going to call it a day. Thank you. Bad Apples Podcast. We'll bring you some more stuff on Mondays. Peace.